Keeping plants alive over winter can be very stressful for gardeners, especially if you're only just starting out. I've taken a look at a variety of different apps which can help relieve some of that anxiety and put you in control of your overwintering. I've not been sponsored by any of the apps featured in this video today. The RHS Grow app is a practical tool for overwintering plants. First, you can use the plant identifier feature. Simply take a photo of your plant to confirm its species, and then you can add it to your plant collection. If you already know the name of your plant, you can simply search for it and add it. The app will show care tips based on the plant type and your location. For overwintering, it can guide you on whether to lift and store plants like dahlias and cannas, or wrap and mulch shrubs and climbers. It explains how to use fleece, straw, or hessian for insulation, and when to apply mulch to protect roots. You'll also get timely reminders, like when to move pots indoors, reduce watering, or remove wrappings in spring. If you're unsure, then use the Chat Botanist feature to ask specific questions and get instant advice based on RHS expertise. It's a reliable way to protect your garden through winter, using over 200 years of horticultural knowledge. Sencrop is a weather-based decision support app that helps to protect plants from frost and cold stress. Start by linking your garden or field to a Sencrop weather station. The app tracks temperature, humidity, wind speed, and rainfall in real time. For overwintering, activate frost alerts. These use dew point and wet bulb temperature to warn you when conditions could damage tender plants. You can set custom alerts for specific thresholds, like when temperatures drop below 2 degrees C. Use the app's forecast module to plan protective actions up to 4 days ahead, like covering plants, moving pots indoors, or adjusting irrigation. Sencrop also helps you monitor soil moisture to avoid overwintering dormant plants. If you're managing multiple areas, the app lets you switch between plots and track each one separately. It's especially useful for growers who need precise local data to make timely decisions. With Sencrop, overwintering becomes proactive, not reactive. Microsoft Copilot can guide you through overwintering step by step. For example, first you could ask Copilot which of your plants are frost sensitive. It can list common tender varieties like geraniums, begonias, or citrus, and then use Copilot to check your local hardiness zone and compare it to each plant's tolerance. If a plant won't survive outdoors, Copilot can suggest indoor alternatives like placing it near a sunny window or under grow lights. Next, you could ask Copilot how to prepare plants for indoor storage. It'll tell you how to inspect for pests, prune lightly, and reduce watering. For outdoor overwintering, Copilot can recommend mulching techniques, cloche covers, or cold frames. You can also get help identifying dormant care routines, like when to stop fertilizing or how to manage humidity. Finally, Copilot can help you set reminders for spring replanting. Just ask it to create a schedule based on your local frost dates. It's like having a gardening assistant that never sleeps. Weather and Radar helps you protect plants from winter damage by giving accurate real-time forecasts. Start by checking the local temperature trend, especially overnight lows. Use the frost risk indicator to see when conditions might harm your tender plants. The app's hour-by-hour forecast helps you time protective actions like covering plants or moving pots indoors. You can also monitor wind speed and rainfall, which affect how exposed or waterlogged your garden might get. Use the radar map to track incoming cold fronts or storms. Set custom alerts for frost, snow, or freezing rain so you're notified before damage occurs. If your version doesn't support the custom thresholds, then you can still receive general frost warnings based on your location's forecast. For longer term planning, check the 14-day forecast and check when to wrap shrubs, apply mulch, or adjust watering. With Weather and Radar, you get the data you need to overwinter plants safely and avoid surprises. Gardenize is a smart gardening app that helps you manage overwintering with ease. Start by adding your plants to the app using the built-in database or plant ID feature. You'll get care notes tailored to each species. Then organize your garden into areas like beds, pots, or indoor zones so you know where each plant is and what it needs. For overwintering, use Gardenize to set reminders for key tasks, moving tender plants indoors, applying mulch, or wrapping shrubs. You can create custom events like cover with fleece or reduce watering, and link them to specific plants or areas. The app's calendar view helps you to plan ahead and avoid missing critical dates. You can also track progress with notes and photos, like how well a plant handled last winter. Use the inspiration feed to learn from other gardeners and save useful tips. With Gardenize, your overwintering plan stays organised, visible, and easy to follow. Trello is a visual planting tool that helps organise overwintering tasks for your garden. Start by creating a board called Overwintering Plants. Add lists for each stage like to do, in progress, and completed. Within each list, create cards for specific tasks like moving pots indoors, applying mulch, wrapping shrubs, or checking frost dates. You can attach photos of your plants, add notes about their cold tolerance, and set due dates based on your local forecast. Use labels to group plants by type, like tender perennials, bulbs, or container plants. Trello also lets you add checklists to each card so that you can track steps like inspecting for pests or adjusting watering. If you garden with others, you can share your board and assign tasks. Trello sends reminders and syncs across devices so you can stay on top of your winter prep. It's a simple way to turn overwintering into a clear, manageable plan. Planta helps you overwinter plants with personalised care based on species and local weather. Start by identifying your plant using the Plant ID feature. Once added to your garden, Planta creates a tailored care schedule using over 30 data points, including your location's climate. For overwintering, Planta sends smart reminders, like when to reduce watering, stop fertilizing, or move plants indoors. If a plant looks unhealthy, the Doctor Planta tool can diagnose issues like cold stress or pest damage and suggest treatments. You can also log notes and photos to track how each plant responds to winter care. Planta's step-by-step guides explain how to wrap, insulate, or repot plants for cold protection. It's a data-driven way to keep your plants alive through winter. Growit is designed to help you care for edible plants year-round, including overwintering. Start by adding your vegetables, fruits or herbs to the My Garden section. The app gives tailored care tips based on your plant type and local climate. For overwintering, Growit can help you identify which crops are frost sensitive, like tomatoes, basil or peppers, and when to harvest or move them indoors. Use planting calendars to check frost dates and plan protective actions. The app also offers advice on soil prep, mulching, and using grow lights for indoor overwintering. If your plants show signs of stress or disease, Growit's photo-based diagnosis tool can help you identify issues and suggest treatments. You'll also find tips on hydroponics and regrowth techniques for indoor winter growing. With Growit, you can keep your garden productive and your plants protected, even in the cold season. Memento Database lets you build a custom plant care tracker for overwintering. You can start by creating a library called Overwintering Plants. Add fields like the plant name, frost tolerance, location, and overwintering method. You can choose from over 30 field types, like checkboxes for tasks, data fields for frost alerts, and notes for care instructions. For each plant, create an entry with its overwintering plan, whether it needs to be moved indoors, mulched, or wrapped. Use reminders to schedule tasks like pruning or checking for pests. You can filter entries by location or task status to stay organized, or search using keywords. The information in your fields can also be filled in automatically using the AI feature, though you might just want to check the accuracy of the information that's being filled in. You can also sync your data across devices and export it for backup. With Memento, overwintering becomes a structured, searchable process tailored to your plants. While some of the apps I've mentioned include plant identification, if subscribing to their service, I have reviewed several plant apps in a previous video, the link's in the description, and I have chosen PlantNet here because it's free, easy to use, and with pretty good accuracy. So start by opening up the app and tapping the camera icon. Take a photo of your plant or upload an existing photo and select whether it's the leaf, the flower, or the bark. PlantNet will suggest species with a percentage of likelihood of accuracy and show photos, names, and plant families. Once identified, you can then research the frost tolerance of overwintering needs. For example, if it's a tender perennial, you'll know to move it indoors or apply mulch. You can also use PlantNet to identify weeds or invasive species that might compete with overwintering plants. Enable geolocation for more accurate results, and contribute to the citizen science by sharing your observations. The app doesn't give care instructions directly, but it's a fairly reliable first step in knowing what you're working with before planning protection. Finally, if you're looking for something a little bit more simplistic and can tolerate the frequent adverts, as there is no option to remove them, then Garden Journal enables gardeners to simply log their daily activities, including adding photos if desired. This can help, for example, track how long it's been since you last watered a plant, or learn from past mistakes if you left it too late to bring a plant indoors. Although this is very limited in terms of function, it's a nice option for people who don't want to spend a long time adding details of each individual plant and just create a log of your activities. If you've enjoyed watching this video, please consider subscribing and turn on notifications. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or X for video updates as well as my flower of the day. And you can email me at freyastropicalgarden@gmail.com. Don't forget to check out my website at freyastropicalgarden.co.uk, where you can find a range of information, including public gardens that I've visited and information on plants that have been shown on my videos. I've had so much fun making this video, but if you'd like to make a contribution towards running costs, you can do so via PayPal.